Kevin Hart is a comedian, actor, and movie producer who started his career as a stand-up comedian and moved to make movies. He is one of the best comedians of this age. He has captured the hearts of many with the brilliance of his movies like he did with his stand-up comedy. Today, we are here counting down Kevin Hart's top 10 movies. This list does not include his comedy specials. Before we get started, please like the video, share, and subscribe for more great content. It helps us grow. Also, if you want to help us keep this content going and free forever, please check out our Patreon page and our store. Our next Patreon goal is to provide our first book scholarship for at least one student attending a historically Black college or university. Everything you need is in the description below. Number 10, Night School.
What? What's the square root of 81?
Night School follows a high school dropout who tries to get his GED so he can work at a finance firm after he loses his otherwise successful job due to an accident. Tiffany Haddish teams up with Kevin to give us this movie. We see both of them with their foul-mouthiness and funny quirks. Night School is not the finest of Kevin's movies, but deserves a spot on this list as a team-up of the two of the hottest comedians at that time made it a movie you wanted to see. The film grossed over $103 million worldwide, backed by love from the audience which gave the movie an A- cinema score. Number 9, The Wedding Ringer. Jimmy Callahan, played by Kevin Hart, is a professional best man who stands in for people who require the best man. Doug Harris, played by Josh Gad, is a man with no friends, so he hires Callahan, who pretends to be the groom's best friend, and gets groomsmen for him too. The film is a buddy adventure comedy film that is fun and reminiscent of the movie Bridesmaids. The movie was not loved by critics, but the film was another box office success for the funny man Kevin Hart, grossing over $73 million on a $23 million budget. Number 8, About Last Night.
So I go to that new spot on 6th and Main, right? Right. Nice atmosphere, beautiful women, damn shit. I'm saying shit, I asked you to come. Well, I see this shit, cute girl.
About Last Night is a romantic comedy film that follows two couples as they explore love and all other aspects of relationships. Kevin Hart and Regina Hall play the role of Bernie and Joan, who are in a complicated relationship. Kevin's comedic brilliance doesn't take away from the important message being conveyed by the movie, which is how communication matters a lot in relationships, and the importance of sincerity. Rotten Tomatoes stated, About Last Night wanders even further from the David Mamet play that inspired the original, but it benefits from an engaging cast and a screenplay that smartly balances romance and comedy. Number 7, Think Like a Man.
I'm the Negro Gigolo, the original Nigolo. How dates? Was she some type of Farrakhan Muslim or something? She's a thief.
Think Like a Man is a romantic comedy film adaptation of a Steve Harvey bestseller book. The movie features an ensemble cast in which Kevin Hart plays the role of a divorcee named Cedric. It talks about troubled relationships as people struggle to fix their love problems. With the women drawing inspiration from the book, the movie is based on Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man. Kevin presents as comic relief through this comedic representation of the battle of the sexes. This movie is one of the first movies that vaulted Kevin Hart as the force on the silver screen. Number 6, Get Hard.
I'm walking. Hey, S.A. You got a problem, gringo?
Darnell, what are you doing?
Darnell? Who's Darnell?
When a tycoon, James King, faces the threat of being in prison for fraud and embezzlement, he hires a black man named Darnell, played by Kevin Hart, to teach him how to survive in prison. We later find out that Darnell hasn't even been to prison. Get Hard has a lot of satirical elements as it makes use of stereotypes which may come off as racist. The movie also stars another brilliant comedian, Will Ferrell, who plays the role of the business tycoon. The film was another box office success for Kevin Hart, which is no surprise, especially when teaming up with comedic legend Will Ferrell. In total, the movie earned $111.7 million worldwide. Number 5, The Upside.
I give you Untitled Number 0, or What is Bravery?
The Upside is a remake of a French film, The Intouchables, which is based on the real story of Pazzo di Borgo and Abdel Salou. Kevin plays a caregiver to a brooding paralyzed billionaire played by Bryan Cranston. We are taken on a trip that leads to an unlikely friendship even through the waves of stereotypes. The acting brilliance of Cranston and the comedic genius of Kevin Hart makes the movie a pleasant watch. It is also one of Kevin Hart's first attempts at showing his range in a movie that is more serious and subtle than his normal comedic leanings. Audiences polled by CinemaScore gave the film an average grade of A on an A+ to F scale, which resulted in $108 million in ticket sales. Number 4.
Freeze!
Ride Along.
How do you say freeze? Freeze. Freeze. Okay.
Ride Along is a movie about a rookie cop and his experienced partner, who's also his girlfriend's brother. The buddy cop movie features Ice Cube and Kevin Hart, who play the roles of James Payton and Ben Barber, respectively, and are opposites of each other. A classic buddy cop movie that highlights Kevin Hart as the funny man and Ice Cube as the straight man. Audience surveyed by CinemaScore gave the film grade of an A on an A+ to F scale. Number 3. Central Intelligence. When a former high school mate, Bob played by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, reconnects with Calvin, played by Kevin Hart, everything goes sideways as it revealed that Bob now works for the CIA. Calvin, who is now an accountant, is dragged into a dangerous world of espionage. There is undeniable chemistry between Kevin and Johnson, which makes the movie seamless and their performance great. This movie will be the first in great partnership and bromance between the two star actors. Central Intelligence grossed $127.4 million in North America and $89.5 million in other territories for a worldwide total of $217 million, against a budget of $50 million. A successful movie by any measure. Number 2. The Secret Life of Pets.
Ripper, where you at? Let's go, Ripper. I'm busting you out of here.
The Secret Life of Pets is a witty, animated movie that features Kevin Hart as the voice of Snowball, a white rabbit who also happens to be the leader of the Flushed Pets, a cult of animals living in the sewer. The animated comedy gives us the chance to see Kevin as a villain, and we are happy it doesn't take away from his comedic appeal. The movie uses an ensemble cast who made it an excellent film with their talents. This is Kevin Hart's second largest success, as it shows his ability to voice act and be successful. The Secret Life of Pets grossed $368.4 million in Canada and the US, and $507.1 million in other countries, for a worldwide total of $875.5 million against a production budget of $75 million. All this success led to the launch of a new franchise. Number 1. Jumanji. Welcome to the Jungle.
Did you just smack me? You smack me?
Fridge? No.
Yeah.
A couple of friends get transported into a game, which they must beat to escape. Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, is an adventure action comedy film that features Kevin Hart, Nick Jonas, Dwayne Johnson, and Karen Gillan. We are given a chance to experience one of the best of Kevin Hart's collaborations with Dwayne Johnson and other actors. Everyone doubted the movie as the original was a classic, but with the leadership of Kevin Hart, the movie launched one of today's largest action comedy franchises. Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle grossed $404.6 million in the United States and Canada, and $557.6 million in other territories, for a worldwide total of $962.1 million. On April 10, 2018, the film passed Spider-Man's $403.7 million to become Sony's highest-grossing film domestically. Thanks for watching! If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. Also, let us know if you agree in the comments below. If you want additional topics, please let us know in the comments as well. Check out our Patreon page and store to help us grow. Thanks, and talk to you next time.